Sister Wives. When was the Season 19 tell-all filmed? Everything to know about the timeline for Sister Wives Season 19 and when the one-on-one tell-all episodes are filmed. Sister Wives follows the unique family life of Cody Brown, his 4 wives, and their children. The show offers an inside look at the challenges and dynamics of living in a polygamous marriage. It explores how the family navigates relationships, parenting, and societal pressures while sharing personal milestones and struggles. Airing on TLC since 2010, Sister Wives has gained attention for its honest portrayal of a lifestyle rarely seen on mainstream television. Many fans are frustrated that Sister Wives Season 19 aired years behind real life, especially since social media, interviews, and online updates reveal current events. Still, the show provides something social media cannot: behind-the-scenes conversations, fights, and emotional turning points that led to where the family is now. Private moments like Cristin's engagement party offer exclusive insight that keeps viewers watching. The family often avoids posting certain content online to protect storylines, while events like one's wedding were shared because they were not filmed. If the show aired closer to real time, fans wouldn't feel so far behind on the Brown family's journey. Sister Wives Season 19 began filming in late 2022, capturing key events in the Brown family's evolving story. Footage includes Mykelti's baby sprinkle in September 2022 and Logan Brown's wedding in October. Mykelti's twins were born in November, followed by Cristin meeting her now-husband David Woolley in December 2022. Despite being filmed chronologically, the season presents some events out of order, such as Cristin and David's November 2023 wedding and their March 2024 purchase of a Utah bed and breakfast. These moments suggest production extended through early 2024 to cover major life developments. Tragedy struck the Brown family in March 2024 when Garrison Brown, son of Cody and Janelle, died by suicide. Although his death occurred after much of the season had been filmed, producers chose to acknowledge it in the premiere episode of Season 19. Filming reportedly continued in 2024 to include the family's emotional response and the aftermath of the loss. These developments mark a more somber tone for the show, contrasting with earlier episodes. The season finale aired February 2, 2025, and the tell-all special wraps up a deeply emotional and transformative chapter for the family. The Sister Wives tell-all special was filmed several months before it aired on TLC and streaming platforms. Although the exact filming date remains unclear, clues from the footage suggest it may have been recorded around October 2024. The special begins with the Browns gearing up for a long day of shooting. In one particular scene, Janelle has a conversation with her daughter Madison Brush and Madison's husband, Caleb. They discuss how Janelle feels tense because of some challenging questions posed by Sukanya, who is part of the interview team. As Madison and Caleb prepare to take Janelle to the airport, Madison's calendar is briefly visible. While blurry, the calendar appears to show October 2024, indicating the special was filmed roughly a month before Season 19 premiered on September 15, 2024. This timing is also notable as it comes 7 months after the tragic suicide of Janelle and Cody's son, Garrison Brown, who was 25. Although his passing was addressed in the season's final episodes, the family requested that it not be discussed during the tell-all. Once, they stood as a united front, a bold and controversial representation of modern-day polygamy. Sister Wives debuted with the Brown family painting a picture of plural marriage that was unconventional, yet functional in its own right. Cody Brown and his 4 wives, Mary, Janelle, Cristin, and Robin, invited cameras into their homes, their hearts, and their hardships. But as the seasons passed, so too did the illusion of harmony. Now the cracks have become chasms. What once was a family of 20-some children, multiple households, and shared spiritual commitment has splintered into rivalries, relocations, and revelations. What happened to the family that once claimed love should be multiplied, not divided? Let's unravel the emotional layers of a family torn between tradition and personal liberation. Cristin, the first to break free. Cristin Brown was always spirited, but for years she suppressed her discontent in favor of keeping sweet, a phrase often used in fundamentalist Mormon circles to encourage docility. However, by Season 17, fans began noticing a shift in her demeanor. Her once bubbly personality was still present, but her tolerance for Cody's favoritism to leave Cody wasn't just a breakup, it was a symbolic earthquake. It signaled that polygamy wasn't working for the women, even if it had been framed as a spiritual calling. She left Flagstaff and Cody behind and reestablished herself in Utah, where she's since found love again with David Woolley. For Cristin, leaving wasn't just about ending her marriage, it was about reclaiming her voice, her dignity, and her power. And viewers rallied behind her, treating her like the heroine of a long unfolding drama. Janelle, the quiet rebellion. Janelle was often seen as the pragmatic one, the wife who didn't care for romance as much as she valued independence and raising her children with strong values. But Cristin's exodus lit a fuse in Janelle as well. Cody's increasingly authoritarian style, his open favoritism toward Robin, and his rigid COVID-19 rules became too much. The once loyal partner began to question everything. Their relationship turned cold, businesslike, and eventually estranged. One of the most powerful moments came when Janelle declared, "I don't think I want to be married anymore." Janelle's choice to remain spiritually married while emotionally detached was a quiet rebellion. She hasn't officially moved on romantically yet, but her commitment to her own happiness has spoken louder than any legal paperwork ever could. Mary, left with nothing but hope. Mary's journey is perhaps the most heartbreaking. She was Cody's first wife, the one with whom he legally wed before divorcing to legally marry Robin for insurance reasons. Over the years, their marriage eroded into nothing more than a friendship, if even that. Despite Cody publicly stating he didn't consider himself married to her anymore, Mary clung to hope. She often talked about figuring it out and waiting for the door to open. But it never did. Eventually, even she had to accept the painful truth. She was no longer part of Cody's emotional life. In 2023, Mary finally announced her decision to walk away. With that, only Robin remained. Robin, the last wife standing, Robin Brown went from being the new, starry-eyed wife to the most polarizing figure in the Sister Wives universe. Initially embraced for her vulnerability and her desire to be part of the family unit, she is now seen by many fans as the wedge that ultimately divided the family. Cody's favoritism toward Robin became increasingly obvious. While the other wives lived in separate homes and struggled with loneliness, Robin had Cody nearly full-time. Her children were given more of his attention. Her input carried more weight. Whether intentionally or not, Robin became the queen in a house that was supposed to be democratic. Now, Robin finds herself with the very thing she once claimed to dread, a monogamous marriage. "I didn't sign up for this," she cried during the tell-all episodes. But the question remains, how much did she unknowingly or unintentionally contribute to the collapse? Cody, the fall of the patriarch. Cody Brown began the series as a charismatic, if occasionally clueless, husband trying to juggle the emotional needs of 4 wives and an expanding brood of children. He believed he was fulfilling a divine mission. But over time, that belief became rigid, then defensive, and finally brittle. COVID-19 was the final stress test, exposing deep fractures. Cody's strict household protocols and unwillingness to compromise with Cristin or Janelle painted him as controlling and, in the eyes of some, even manipulative. His rage, grief, and confusion were laid bare in the tell-alls, where he flailed against the reality that he had lost control of his own family narrative. Now he's left with one wife, fractured relationships with several children, and a legacy in shambles. Where does the family go from here? With season 19 looming and fans speculating about everything from new relationships to possible reconciliations, one thing is clear. Sister Wives is no longer a show about plural marriage. It's about personal evolution, the painful cost of loyalty, and the bravery required to leave behind what no longer serves you. Cristin has built a new life. Janelle is forging her path. Mary is rediscovering herself. Robin is reckoning with unintended consequences. And Cody is learning that being the head of a family means more than just having the title. It means showing up with love, empathy, and equality. Perhaps the Browns didn't fail at polygamy. Perhaps they succeeded at showing the world what happens when you allow individuals to choose growth over guilt, freedom over fear, and authenticity over illusion.